Guess what? It's a surprise stream that is 2 hours late because of things outside of my control. But we're here anyway. More Guild Wars. Look, it's snowing. That means it's seasonal, right? Fits for Christmas. Yes. Congratulations again on first. Give you a quick shout out. Also, Cass says, well, if it isn't a surprise Marwol. Thanks as well for the VIP. You're welcome. You're here often enough. Might as well. I know you were playing Lords of the Fallen earlier. I was lurking for most of it. And it seems interesting. Hope you were enjoying it. You seem to be doing well anyway. Recap. Oh, remembered I had this trash. Hold up, I need to quickly add mercenaries before people go, you used to be added to, the party, right? Give me you, give me you, give me you. Okay, cool. Thank you. Recap. We are here as this warrior ranger to sort of split the difference, satisfy both sides for what class we were doing for this, whether it was the original warrior that I showed a few things with before we did an actual like ranger. We've been having a lot of success so far, a lot of fun, until the Char decided to magically nuke the entirety of this area. A lot of burning, a lot of searing, hence the name. Kind of funny that the name, the race of cat people who worship fire and use fire to do the searing are called the Char. We won't look into that too much. But we did a scouting operation at the northern wall. Found... what's his name? Bonfaz Burnt Fur? Bonfaz Burnt Fur mounted an offensive, took the Great Northern Wall, started to punch further south towards Fort Aranik. We managed to push them back, retook the wall, conducted an operation twice into the ruins of Sirmia, found an ancient... I say ancient, we found an artifact of that is connected to a weapon that Prince Rurik believes will turn the war around. And we're gonna find out how. I don't know how long we'll be going for this stream today, but we will at least do Nolani Academy and then a few other areas past this. As I say, not entirely sure how far we will get. Cass says it was the original one. It was a bit of a descent into hell. I did see the splash screen because you crashed, I think, twice. But during the loading for one of them, I did see Better on Alienware, which I remember is like a thing from like... what? 2005 to something else? I need to double check my audio, by the way. Yeah, no, audio's fine. Cass says they crashed twice, once while in a boss fight, almost got crashed out again against shields, lost, and pretty sure halfway through it they considered they only got like 5 bosses left. At least we're kind of near the end. Could be worse. There's nothing else I need to do. There's no active quests, but there's no things to mess around with. I'm pretty sure there's no quests here. No. Alright. So the quest we're about to, the mission we're about to do, Nolani Academy, is a real fun one. For you see, we are in a bit of a siege. As it says here, sneak out and ambush the Char forces besieging the academy, return to the academy to rendezvous with the prince, find the prince on his way back to the capital city of Rin. Rin is over that way past the wall. Now, there are 2 ways you can do this depending on how confident you are in your party. You see, there are a lot of Char outside, And I mean there are a lot of char outside. See? 3 here, 4 here. They're all level 8, level 8, level 8, level 8. And then you've got, what's your name? Felinam the Whip. You got more level 8s over there, more stalkers up there. You are absolutely able to do the very funny thing and throw this lever to open the door. If you are very confident in your party, or if you're just a really high level, you have a lot of really good skills and a really good build, you can absolutely just fight everything at the front door. I do not have confidence in this party. I have confidence in myself. And that's about it. So we're going to follow the mission as intended, which is going to be running all the way around the outside. See, there's this literal back door we can take. Now again, the part of the issue here is going to be we have mercenaries. I didn't look up the hotkey for the orders. I really should. But the good news is that there's not a lot of char outside of the front gate, and the way you're supposed to do this, the way we're doing it now, is that once we fight our way around, we fight the groups individually rather than all at once. See, already back into the swing of things. Although I do need to check my skills again. That's the bleed. That's the one that makes my pet attack faster. That's the oh no, I need to not die right now button, and that's the one that gives us the pet. For the time being, we don't really need to kick the pets into overdrive. We aren't hitting enough combat to really get use out of it. But it's probably a good thing to keep in mind. I also do remember what the mission is for the... Sorry, the optional objective is for this one. Yeah, you thought you'd be able to get that block out before I could get you to bleed. You were wrong. Fun thing, by the way, before we actually get into, like, actually... The Guild Wars 1 video, at the very least, has taken a while to come out because... Oh! Warmaster Kasana, you come to join me. Oh, fortuitous. The Guild Wars 1 video is yet to hit the YouTube archive because... the flowers in the first video are causing a large... They did cause, I fixed it. I found a way around it. But they were causing a notable amount of problems with the encoder. At least, like, upscaling it and getting it all to work. We've managed to fix that now. I hope that you guys can actually kill the whiptail devourer. And everything else. I'm gonna sit here and fight them, because I don't want to push towards the gargoyles and have everyone wiped out. Okay, we're good. We can actually push. Wait, this is a dead end. Why am I going this way? You know what? Is it a dead end? No, we can go up. It's just not ideal. We are going to get dumpstered by so many gargoyles, though. Oh boy, here comes the phantasms. Who's done the parasitic bond? Probably one up there. Probably a plague. I'm gonna make you bleed. I'm gonna make you bleed. I'm gonna make you bleed. Come on, give me that adrenaline. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, so the video is coming out pretty soon for that one. You know, just the archive for it. It has meant, though, that my entirety of encoding has been upscaling, rendering, processing through DaVinci has been slowed down dramatically. because now it's roughly like an hour behind however long it took me to do the stream for how long to encode as opposed to half the time. Unless it had to have the fancy upscaling, in which case it did what it did. That keeps disappearing. I think that might be the chart play. Maybe. But we won't worry about that. Anyway, nerd talk over. I have a bird to kill. Because natural selection dictates that that bird wanted to die. Cat, get out the way. I need the money. Okay, downside, we did lose a ranger. Upside, Warmaster Kasana is still with us. Not sure who fought him and killed his friend, but we don't need to keep them alive. They're not required for any of the objectives, but it would have been nice. A little bit more damage. And navigating this is a little bit difficult. But we're okay. Watchman Pramas, I believe you're the one I need to talk to for the side quest. The mission. The bonus. There we go. You are. You took the Tome of the Fallen from the graveyard. The captain ordered you to, didn't know its curse. Now the spirits of those who lost their lives on the wall are roaming free. Take it back. Obviously, I can't really do any combat here since I don't have a melee attack or this or this or this. So we will have to drop the tome every so often, but we need to bring the tome all the way over to around here. A little bit of a journey. It is easier to do this if you clear everything out. Oh, you would. I didn't mean to do endure pain. I need to take it off of that. Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing to accidentally fumble a button for. Some lightning reflexes again. Can't dodge everything. So you're still with me, Kasana? Oh, my inventory is full of things I just haven't done anything. I didn't buy an identification kit. That's why I have things that are not identified. Makes sense. I put 2 and 2 together. Anyway, I think we can see from here roughly where we need to go in terms of bonus mission. You see that dirt path over by there? I'm pretty sure it's behind that mound. Or it's over that way and I'm completely wrong. I guess we'll find out. But yes, we got some dead char over here. Always a good thing to see. More char, more char, more char. Can't wait to see the super weapon wipe them out. They've all been very bad cats. I have a funny feeling I have gone a wrong way. Yeah, there's nothing over here. There are 3 char stalkers up ahead. Let's just pull everyone back. This is the only thing I don't like about this mission. It does turn into a bit of a maze to figure out how you get down. I think we need to go further back. Well, it is definitely not further back. Okay. Marwol might be a little bit lost here. How am I fighting a devourer here when this is the way I came? Actually, it's not. The way I came is slightly to the left. Can you guys handle that? Absolutely. I think I need to go back to where we decided to go left and instead go right. Oh, wait, hold up. There's something over here. Oh, is this a way down? Maybe. Honestly, pretty tame for the time being. I have a monstrous claw, which is a rare crafting. I'm taking that. No idea what a monstrous claw can be turned into. Be a weapon? Maybe it'll be like Monster Hunter. Get a fancy sword out of this that I use to slay more devourers. But yes, Cass, I hope you've been doing alright. Why did I think... Maybe you can? Maybe you can go that way and down? Oh, don't tell me that you can't actually go down here. I'm gonna be amazed if I manage to find a dead end. No, you have to be able to come back up here, right? There's steps over here. Because this is where you need to come in order to continue the mission. Yep, we go down the rubble. Which means I'm going to quickly sneak to the left. Here are the ruins. And there should be ghosts. Horrible, horrible ghosts. Oh, the devourers. They're not quite ghosts. I will turn them into ghosts. Behold, I have made 3 insectoid ghosts. Cass says that they have been doing alright. They're just chilling. Bit of insomnia, so here they are. I knew I wasn't going to be able to sleep much today, so I figured I'll have a nap earlier. Stank Reek Fowl. What a great name. I need to go that way. But I want to fight a boss. Anyway, I figured that I wouldn't be able to sleep much tonight. So it was like, oh, I'll have a quick nap earlier after work and then go from there. So I don't know how long we'll be doing this for. It might only be like 4 or 5 hours. But we will make progress anyway. I put that down specifically so I could go fight a boss. Let's go do it. Speed that up. I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm putting a lot of faith in my medic, my monk. You guys... Oh, no, here comes Stank. And there he goes. Is everything back here? Everything seems dead. Warmaster Kasana? I almost called it Grass. That's a different guy. Sorry about that. I can identify 2 different people. I promise. Now I just have to get through the spirits, which are going to be a problem because A, they're level 10. B, I can't make them bleed. Kill that bond. By the way, I did look up how much each pip is worth in terms of regeneration. it is actually different for health and for energy. I had cracked armor, I never even realized. Health is 2 health per second per pip. Energy is 1 energy per 3 seconds per pip. So we have 2 pips, that means we get 2 energy every 3 seconds. Regeneration... You know what? Actually, I'm just gonna go cat do its thing. I swear to God. You're going to sit where I tell you to. Or they're going to try to run that way and get dumpstered. I need to get involved. At least you're fighting the Whiptail Devourer, not me. See, if you had smite spells, you'd be really good here, because the holy damage would be amazing, but unfortunately, Warmaster Kassan has died. They were probably really confused by why we're suddenly fighting ghosts, and not Char. You're going to stay by there, and I'm going to pull these 2. I said I'm going to pull these 2. Here we go. Are they just allergic to running towards me? There's a tome pedestal right there. I'm debating just running in and seeing if I can put it down. We'll see. Kasana's corpse is already gone. My movement speed is decreased. How far away is that pedestal? Okay, move them up to here. I think we're gonna have to fight. I don't like the guy roaming on his own, but... Yep, here we go. We got all 3. Come on, give me the bit of energy. There's 1. Gonna set the cat on the other one while I handle this guy. Because my cat can definitely tank much better than any of them can. Don't hamstring me, that's rude. I'm trying to defeat you. Final Thrust is a very wild ability for them to be whipping out, by the way. It's another adrenaline skill that kills all the adrenaline, but it is also, I believe, one of the strongest attacks you can have. Either it's the first or second most powerful attack you can have as a warrior. But there's conditions to it, so it's not always the most powerful one. Honestly, I'm just gonna fight you 2. Are you gonna let me through? Never mind. The spirits are at peace with me because they gave their lives defending the wall. Well, they're not really defending a stairway, so no wonder you guys got wiped out. Names might as well have been written in the Flameseeker Prophecies. Heed the words of the prophet, the sons of Ascalon must not die in vain. Can you tell your brethren to disappear so I can go fight the Char? No, apparently. Oh hey, we're halfway to the level 13. Now we just got to go all the way back and do what we set out to do. Which is annihilate the Char. Should be a fun time. Please leave bleed. But yeah, Final Thrust, if I remember it correctly, It obviously scales off of swordsman because you can't really thrust a hammer and deal damage. You can't really thrust an axe. Well, you can kind of thrust an axe. I guess you can thrust a hammer, but sword. You thrust a sword, definitely. And then let's say it does 20 damage. If the enemy has less than half of their health, you deal another 20 damage. You always deal double the damage against half health enemies. But it uses all of your adrenaline, so it's a finishing move for sure. It's like I'm gonna tell the cat to go finish that, and I'm gonna go finish this guy. Hitting for 62 is crazy. Another thing I looked up, I erroneously said that crits are double damage. I am wrong. Crits are max damage, and then a multiplier is applied to it. And the multiplier does depend on the weapon. Oh, 62 because they keep doing Frenzy. So our max damage is 14. A crit would mean we deal 14 damage. That's then improved by, I think it's 1.4 for a sword. So yeah, not quite double damage. Can I skirt around the outside edge of view? Yes. So the first thing I want to go kill are these two up here. I might attract the attention of the swords, that's fine. Sorry, these three up here. Okay, we got some allies with us. Lost soldiers are just getting jumped right now. They're not going to last long. They're lost in every sense of the word. Oh, I can't get up this little bit of slope. It's okay. They actually did help me a lot there, even though they didn't really do any damage. Because they managed to distract everything that they triggered. If they came over, grabbed everything's attention, and died, and I still had to fight everything, I'd be a little bit upset. But they died with honor. Also, another reason I think that this is a little bit morbid, but this is the necromancer in me on this one. I think part of the reason why they keep sending NPCs is so you can also get a body for resurrection. Sorry, for raising minions. Okay, now comes the really rough bit. We need to go hit these groups up here. And then we should hopefully have an easy way into fighting the boss, even though he does have a large group of guys next to him. So we go hit those stalkers because they're on elevation. That's tactically sound, but that's not gonna fly. Also means that if we do aggro the group down here, and we did, we have time. Okay, pivot. Cat, go fight one. Honestly, Bladestorm Char are pretty pathetic. I'm gonna tell my cat to go fight that, but I don't know if it's actually gonna... Yeah, no, it's gonna untether itself. Good work. Very good work. Again, if anybody I know is to join in with Guild Wars, if you just want to... Even if you... Bearing in mind, like, we're leaving... Well, I say we're leaving. We've done a few things more than... No, how do I want to word this? I realize I'm pretty far ahead of... Well, no, pretty far ahead. I'm really going to keep second guessing myself when we say this. I don't mind making a new character help someone out with the pre-searing area before rotating over to this or somebody else. It's probably going to stick with the support character. I don't know. But I'll figure something out if somebody does want to join in and they're like, I don't have a character, I'm going to start something new. You think you can get away with using a healing spell near me? Bleed. Return to Nolani Academy? I'd rather fight everything over here first. Oh, I might be a little bit too in the thick of it. Give myself a bit of a buffer. Oh good, more lost soldiers turned up. I also kind of know who I would be playing for a support character if somebody wanted to start. I haven't got anything to defend him against. We've basically won. We're also basically near the end of the mission. Nice and quick. The support character, I guess we could talk about that on the way. I would probably roll a... One of... It would either be Elementalist Monk, so emo, or it would be Necromancer Monk. But it's more likely to be the Elementalist. Or it could be Monk something. Then we get the divine power. I'd have to think about it. But the reason for Elementalist is because they get a large energy pool.
Prince Rurik, what are you doing out here? Open this door. You will let us through. But sir, the king swore death if the door was opened.
And I swear death if you don't stand aside this instant.
Yes, my prince.
I defend Ascalon against another Char invasion. And my father trifles with doors.
You'll speak to the king, won't you? You'll tell him I had no choice.
By Balthazar's beard, Rin burns. I told the king the Char would not be held for long. We must get to Hornhill. Only Stormcaller can save the city now.
Sure thing, Rurik. Except we can go this way and go straight to Bonfire's Burnt Fur. But we're going to keep him alive. Hopefully. He is kind of running ahead of me quite quickly. Again, there are two ways you can do this. Either you can follow the king, follow the prince, or you can go down the steps here and it takes you roughly straight away to Bonfire's Burnt Fur. And the way that this mission is coded, once Bonfire's Burnt Fur dies, you are in the clear. You have nothing to worry about. But unfortunately, we kind of had to run all the way up to this horn over here. And the prince is going to get... The prince is going to fight my least favorite elemental. Oh, and there's another one. I'm sure the prince knows what he's doing. I will follow my... I can't really call him a king. He's still the prince. I will follow my prince to the very end. Can we not just jump that? Oh, good. A boss called Crush Kill. Sick the cat on him. Prince Rurik is also going to apparently kite him and then run away, which is a bad idea because melee hits will always crit if you're running away from... sorry, yeah, if you're running away from an enemy that has melee and you present your back to them while you run, they will always crit hit. Fortunately for you, my cat loves the taste of rocks. Like a salt lick, if you think about it. The beautiful +6 morale. Orion's enchanted, but I don't know what with. So, that little horn we had connects to a bigger horn. And we're about to find out how this becomes a super weapon. One that will save Ascalon.
Praise be to Cwningen if this works.
Yeah, so funnily enough, the giant horn called Stormcaller calls in a storm. Oh yes, Aura of Restoration. That makes sense. Heals every time he uses a spell. Oh yeah, I missed your speech. Sorry about that, Rurik. I don't like that. Don't let me get the heat insignia out. Thank you. Rurik is still doing okay. Sick the cat on the mage. Speaking of not being okay. Getting a lot of aggro here. Okay, we need to spend a little bit of time just making sure everything is healed up. I'm gonna wait for Notachar to be fully regenerated. Or that can happen. Oh, right, you're level... You're playful? No. So, playful means that it is more tanky than it deals damage. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't end up having that, which means I'm probably about to get rid of that cat. It's fine. Okay. Thankfully, Red Eye over here isn't quite fighting us. I'm gonna hope he pulls out just a little bit, because I see 2 hunters, a chaot, and a shaman, which is not a great thing to fight. Never mind, we're going live. I'm gonna go for the Unholy. Nice work. Prince Rurik has decided he doesn't want to come this way to fight these Char, but I'll let him do him. Because his health isn't dropping means I know he's not in a fight right now, so we're okay. We are absolutely okay. Oh, Rurik! Where are you? Oh, he is in a fight. Maybe he wasn't getting into a fight yet. You would get into a fight with a Mesmer, wouldn't you? Give me Shahide, give me coins. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Yeah, we're maxed out on morale. Oh, I'll happily take an accursed staff. And there he is, Bonfaz Burntfur. We saw him all the way in the first mission. He's the one that took the wall. We're about to take his life. Show him why he should never have tried to ride against Ascalon. Well, he doesn't really ride, does he? Pounce? Well, he should never have pounced towards Ascalon. Everyone else can go fight this guy. I'm gonna go fight... Oh, I'm running ahead of my mage. I keep saying mage. But ahead of my monk. Get up here. So I can actually push. Thank you. Easy.
Trumpets. The king must be near. The fall of Rin will have darkened his heart. Hail King Adalbern!
Rise, my son. You have done well. The discovery of Stormcaller is surely a sign of victory.
It is a powerful weapon, but I fear not powerful enough. The Char have amassed an army of many thousands.
You overestimate these beasts, Rurik. Do not be afraid.
I am not afraid, Father. I have seen them in battle. Rin has been destroyed. It would be wise to escape while we can. We should make for Kryta and rebuild our strength, not wait here for death.
I will never allow Ascalons to live in the shadow of the Krytans. It is Rin that will be rebuilt. And you will learn your place.
You have grown proud, Adalbern of Ascalon. Proud and foolish.
You would dare call your king a fool? I will hear no more. I banish you from Ascalon. You are no longer my prince, and you are no longer my son.
People of Rin, your king will lead you to death. If you wish to see better days, if you wish to live, then leave the beasts behind and follow me over the Shiverpeaks. We make for Kryta and a new life, free of the Char.
This is what I was trying to not say during the mission, is that we are no longer in Ascalon. As for items we found that I care about, the answer is none of them. So, welcome to Yak's Bend. Welcome to not even Act 2. Yeah, that's right, we're still in Act 1. Act 2 would be after we get through the Shiverpeaks. Maybe. Maybe you can call that Act 2. But, well, yeah, looks like the king has been disowned. I'm going to quickly flash up, not for you guys, but for me. King Adalbern sounds familiar. As I have hiccups. Who is your voice actor? I know there's not a lot of credits given out, so like, not a lot of people know who voices who. People have had to figure it out over the years. Voice actor. Here we go. List. King. We're looking for Adalbern. No one knows who voices King Adalbern. He sounds like Jameson Price to me, but I could be wrong. But there are quite a few voice actors here. But there's an even longer list of people who have not been identified, which is a shame. Nolan North is in this as Brother Menlo. Right. Cool. Anyway. Cass says, well, the king is a bit off the rails, it seems. Oh, no, he is... Debatably, he's understandable, because if you had a great thriving kingdom that got burned to ash and you were left with the remnants of it, you'd go a little bit insane too. And the king firmly believes that they can win the war against the Char. Now, my question is, how are you going to move that giant horn around? No? It's not exactly like they could just pick it up. But the prince is now leading us in exile. Also, now that we're in this part of the game, our party size has increased again to 6. The largest the party can be, as far as I am aware, is 8. You cannot go above 8, unless there's like some weird, really endgame content that allows like 10. Let's have a look around, shall we? We'll pick up the quests soon. Fighting dwarves, you say, but a better sword that requires 5 swordsmanship. As opposed to... I know it's 11 to 17, but we're going to stick with this for now, because we still have the bleed duration on this, and I don't want to risk breaking it, pulling it off. I'm pretty sure Van the Warrior was the guy who trained us all the way in Pre-Searing, but I could be wrong. Crichton boots giving me 47 armor. Slightly more than what we have at the moment. We never picked up a better chest, so we definitely need to keep an eye out for that. Same as I need to find a merchant. There you are. I desperately need... Alright, we have a new key I need to start carrying. Okay. Buy this. And then the... Honestly? I tell you what I don't need. I mean, I'll need them if I ever go back, but I could always farm more. I don't need these, I don't need half-eaten mass. Stormy I can go. Granite slab. Monstrous Claw stays, it's a rare thing. Have a rawhide belt. And then... yeah, ditch the rest of this. Oh, I have a platinum! That's nice. Yeah, I'd spend real money if I want to have an extra slot, but we're going to put the keys in here. The ID kit can go this way, you can go this way. Have I got anything else I need to ID over here? Yes, this. In goes the claw. Leave that there. Right, we have a lot of identification to do. Highly salvageable. Reduces crippled by... ooh. And it's curses based. That is... nice. I've unlocked a new... anytime you see an item unlocked thing over by here, this is for PvP only. Hammer mastery plus 1. If we're using hammers, that'd be nice. Improved sale value. Half the cast time of domination. Armor plus 4. Okay, let's start breaking this down. Deep wound, I don't think we're going to get much use out of that. Salvage that. Let's see what else is here that I want to salvage. There's nothing for the sword. Yeah, we can't salvage that, unfortunately. The rest of it, we're gonna sell it all. Sell it all. So the recurve that. Don't sell the grip. That can go and that can go. See? All that trash I've just turned into treasure. That can go down there. I'm trying to keep this somewhat ordered. Somewhat so it makes sense. There is no way that I'm going to pull something good off of that, right? 16 tanned hide squares. Never mind. That's fine, that's fine. Oh, what inscriptions have I got? Highly salvageable. Cast time, damage. Radiant. Interesting. Poison duration, armor. Energy +7 while health is below half. Seize the day. +14, but I lose a regeneration. None of this I really want. Monstrous Fang. The resources I'm going to take, though. And then they can go here. Done with the boring things by here. Keys. Higher value key means we should be running into more valuable things. Take 15. Cass asks, which king are we trying to find the voice of? King Adalbert from Guild Wars 1. I believe he has a different... I have not played Guild Wars 2. If he is somehow in Guild Wars 2, he would have a different voice actor then, I think. But I'm also running based off of the wiki because there's not... I don't think there is actually a list of voice actors outside of the wiki, but it could be wrong. Cass thinks they're Bob Joels. Let's see. Game came out in 2005. I don't see him listed on like BTVA. I might have to check IMDb. He's listed as Grimoire Valentine from Dirge of Cerberus, which is weird. And then, have I seen him in anything? Gimli, I guess. IMDb, what have we got? Because the ads are going to be starting in 50 seconds, I can afford to sort of waste some time doing this sort of a thing. See all of his credits all the way back to 2005. He's listed on IMDb, but for some reason he's not listed anywhere else. Which is weird, because you would have thought that other people would have confirmed and had it there. But sure, I guess he's Bob Joels. That's what I get for trusting the wiki, I guess, when it comes to the voice actors. Right, we need to pick up quests. You are looking for... We need to find someone who's making you clothes. And then we have Captain Osric here. With 3 quests. The Road to Borlis Pass. Shiverpeaks Stragglers. And The Way is Blocked. And then we have Van the Warrior up here and Grand Mason Stone Cleaver. Van the Warrior I think gives me my skills. Swift Chop, Irresistible Blow, Seeking Blade. I believe this one is if an enemy blocks, I deal damage and they bleed, or they bleed if they block and I deal damage if they don't. Be honored to aid you. If my attack strikes a moving foe, I hit for 22 more damage. Nope. Debilitating shot. Nope. That's the point. I don't see a ranger. Where's the ranger? Hello, I'm looking for someone who's a big fan of bows. Oh, we'll do with the bows in a second. What armor have you got? Ooh, you give me 50. Charhide Cuirass sounds pretty fun to use. I just need 6 iron ingots. Why is the Charhide Helm only tactics? Why would you do that to me? Yeah, hold up a second. There's a Mesmer, there's the Warrior. There's the Arena. The Necromancer is over here. Hiding. There's the Elementalist. Where is the Monk and the Ranger? Do they not get a skills here? Wild. Absolutely wild. Also, hail, little Tom. Remember how you deserted and ran away and now you're back with us? We have more mercenaries now, if you couldn't tell. We now have, instead of just Alessia, Stefan, Orion, and Reyna, we also now have Dunham, Claude, and Little Tom. Which is... Dunham is a... Mesmer? Mesmer. Claude is a Necromancer. We'll be playing around a little bit with the party configuration in a second. For now, though, while we're still in the ad break, I want to look at skills. Teach me anything. Do we have anything here I would not have picked up? Predator's Pounce. No. Warning Defense. Counter blow, counter blow. These here. Strength gives me... I could have picked up Warrior's Cunning. Again, I don't know if any of these skills there's Final Thrust. So let's talk about Final Thrust. Lose all adrenaline. If we hit, we do 17 more damage. If the damage is doubled, if the target's below 50% health. 34 damage is stronger than power attack. So it's very conditional, and it's adrenaline, so it's free. But it does reset the adrenaline and everything else. Seeking Blade, which we're going to get as a reward. We hit for +9. If it's blocked, they start bleeding, and they take 9. So we'll deal damage and cause bleed, which is pretty nice. Tactics I don't really care about. Wilderness Survival we don't really care about. No attributes. There's nothing down here that we want. Yeah, we're good. So the ads are finished. I could not find a ranger or a monk trainer, which I find very, very weird. We're going to pick up Claude, and we're going to pick up Dunham. There we go. We now have one of every profession in the party. I am the warrior. Alessia's the monk. Orion's the elementalist. Reyna is a ranger, but I'm also a ranger. But they're an actual ranger. Claude is a necromancer, and Dunham... yeah, I was right. He's a mesmer. So we have quite a few quests, but the way it's blocked is primary that we'll deal with. Oh, set foot. into Traveler's Vale and then figure out what we're doing. What do you collect? Give me strength. You collect Shiverpeak mains. Do I have a hat? I don't have a hat. I probably should get a hat. Shiverpeak mains. I'll keep that in mind. Go southwest. You know what? I'm gonna keep the cat for the time being, so I can show off something we get later. We'll definitely be able to show it, because we'll be able to start doing it way sooner than anything else. Okay, quest log, where are we going? Ways blocked is that way. Help the dwarves is that way in Traveler's Vale. Secure the Vale. Stragglers are down that way. Artisan is over that way. And we just wipe them out that way. Okay, so we need to go to the right first, because everything else is down that way. By the way, yes, we are actually fighting dwarves now, and they're all level 10, so we're roughly closer to what I should be in terms of level. I don't like the snow etten, though. If you would like to go do your thing, thank you. Other thing to note, I believe there is a way to run from down here down towards the Greenwich Courthouse. I don't intend to do it. I have no reason to. Hi, Etten. Yeah, you would be a giant warrior, wouldn't you? Big hammer for big damage. Oh, and we've upset the wolf. Okay, the Icy Hump would probably... Yes, the Ascalon Foothills. Don't I actually have to specifically go to the Ascalon Foothills? Yeah, for the missing artisan. Well, we're going this way first. And then I guess we're going to go to the Ascalon Foothills, and then we'll do everything else. I kind of wish I could see the skills of the henchmen. We'll be able to do that with heroes, but we won't be getting heroes for a while. Oh, I guess you're the one that gives me the words, the seeds. Fortunately, as again, plants are weak to... Oh, God. Plants are definitely weak to God. They're also weak to slashing. It's okay. The Necromancer has a little bit of crowd control on it because of the Cold Flies, whatever it's called. That spell hits up to 2 more targets. As long as we can get on top of what's going wrong. Put that in there. That in there. Gonna put the keys here. But yeah, as long as we stay on top of things, we should be okay. Six uses, 18 uses. Okay, we're fine for those two. Guess we're going through a golem. Grind wind rot. Oh, this might be a bit too spicy. Try it anyway. I'm in desperate need of my mage, my monk to start monking. Monk? Hello, Alessia? Thank you. Again, it doesn't help with the weird way we pulled this. Lessia's gone down. Yeah, I said this was going to be a bit spicy, and it was. We're going to go down. Well, we might not. Lessia's definitely back with us, but we're okay. What else are you getting? Go actually kill that thing. There's enough of us. Here we go. I don't care about dwarven robes. But yeah, I don't know what Alessia was doing there. I wasn't getting healed, I don't think. She might have been healing. No, I would have been seeing numbers popping up from being in the party and being healed. I don't know what she was doing. But I think taking the boss out pretty quick was the best move. The problem is that she is now fragile. We can fix that. Again. Well, I'm hoping that Orion actually manages to... There we go, we're fireballing the right thing. Well, not fireballing. Using fire magic and actually getting somewhere with it. Send that after you. I'm gonna fight you. Slowly staying on top of things. Slowly. There's so much more to dwarf to fight through. Actually, if you think about it, I might have made more dwarves spawn than intended by taking the quests. At least we're getting a little bit more gold out of this, but it's a moot point considering how big the party is. But we'll make it through. Go for the other mage. Gonna split because of the... I'm gonna make you bleed. But yeah, I'm gonna split because of the AoE attack. I'm glad my cat eventually managed to kill a dwarf. Eventually. Would the other path have been easier? Would have been a lot more linear. Would have had a lot less potentially jump us all at once. Oh, I had a feeling something was going to pop up. I can't attack because of pacifism, but then I took damage. It's fine. Pacifism is a really weird spell. As long as the person hexed with it doesn't take damage, they can't attack. But the AI uses it, and then another piece of the AI goes, I'm gonna attack this guy. So all it does is slow me down by like 2 seconds. Do not a single one of you want to go fight the scout? See? 14 seconds, my cat can't attack, but it also can attack if it gets hit. So, it's one of those spells that sounds really cool in theory, but in practice, even if you have a really coordinated party, you're never really going to get any mileage out of it. Unless you're like trying to fight a boss and you need the boss not to attack you. Or not to attack anybody. Cass says the cat is slacking. The cat is too playful for its own good. Best I can hope for is we end up into the Elder, which is middle of the line at the end, but I don't think we're gonna get there, Chief. So apart from that little bit of a hiccup with the boss earlier, we are definitely okay for the time being. What could possibly go wrong? A resurrection shrine? Yes, it is. Hey, Rangil. His name is Minar Stone Sledge. Tracked him to the Iron Horse Mine just west of here. It means welcome death like all the others. We get a shield out of it, but it requires tactics. Kinda wish there was a shield that didn't require tactics. This actually might be the best shield we ever get. We'll see. I can remain optimistic. Maybe I'll get a better one. Doubt it. I very much doubt it. Okay, we have... Oh, that's easy enough. We can kill 3 dwarfs and an Etin. Really, an Etin, I guess, is 3 dwarves in a flesh coat. But, oh, yeah, okay. I need to definitely focus on the Beastmaster. So Beastmasters are going to be my priority so I can bleed them, deep wound them, and then focus them down. Etins are a bit of a problem. The Beastmaster also has a knockdown, which is not a big fun thing to deal with. There's the Stomp. You know, you would have thought from all the Call of Haste I've been doing... Oh, wait, no, I was going to say, from all the times I used Call of Haste, that the damage would have been higher than the damage... Damage dealt is higher than damage taken. But in Pre-Searing, I was using it to tank a lot of the time. That is probably what skewed the result. Man, we're really still not near him, are we? A lot of Ettins. Gonna scatter like the wind. Okay, wait for them to come this way, and then this will do. Yeah, let the casters deal with that so we don't aggro the Ettins. Slowly making progress towards this dwarf we need to save. Just fight them by here. I'm gonna tell my... I keep losing track of my mouse. I kinda wish my mouse was bigger and not so blended. Alessia, again! What the f... What are you doing? To be fair, I should have dealt with that a bit sooner, and then losing the mouse again was not great. When we were in Ascalon, I could keep track of the mouse pretty well because it's gold and it's against a burned dark background. Here, where everything's a bit lighter, it is kind of easy for me to lose that mouse. But yeah, I should have put them back here and then had them all fight towards me. Bring up Claude. I was kind of hoping we wouldn't need to go back to Yak's Bend, but depending how the rest of this goes, we might need to. Wait, so we had like 6 Ettins out there, we got 2 in here. Who put the enemies down in this game? It also doesn't help that, again, my chest piece is still 25, my head piece is still 25, so we are taking a little bit more damage than we should. Oh, Manar? I guess we could have done Endure Pain as a panic. But again, everyone here got dumped is my problem. Alessia not healing me is the other problem. There were a lot of problems there. There was a big misplay. It's primarily my fault. But technically we're alive. So, yay! Kinda miss the char. Yeah, we're a mission short. Wait, what mission have I not done the primary and secondary mission? 1, 2, 3, 4, right. Ah. We're just under a fifth of the way through the game, which is why, again, I'm not saying that we're in Act 2 yet. Again, Act 2 is probably going to be best said to be after we get past Shiverpeaks? Yeah. Well, back into it we go. Armor plus 10 versus dwarves, health plus 15. I will take that. No, I won't. Oh good, the enemies all came back. Oh good, we have to go deeper in. I'm gonna go left this time. They've learned how to ambush! Wow, that is a hell of a range on it. There's a really terrifying range on that stomp. I thought it was, like, way closer, but it's not. Means I gotta fight them, like, here? How does the stomp get that far? You're a mesmer. Oh, is it that Alessia's not casting because empathy is being thrown onto her, which means that she can't really do anything without taking damage? Because empathy, no, backfire. Backfire is the one where it's the spells. Empathy is the melee. Stick the cat on that. Cat says wonky 2005 AoE hitboxes. It is and it isn't. Guild Wars uses a really weird range system. It's like near, close, adjacent, far. I can't really show it because they don't really do a good job of demonstrating the ranges until Factions or Nightfall. Although I could go to a PvP area and it would let me sort of show it there as well. But basically, it radiates out from the thing. So, however far they've set that is probably way too far of a distance. They probably set it to far, as opposed to adjacent, which would be very, well, basically melee range, I think, is adjacent. Someone went, big beast does big hit and makes a big shake, and it's like, not that big, king. It wouldn't knock him down all the way back there. But again, Prophecies is very rough around the edges. We have empathy. That was disgusting. He's gonna bleed out. Good news. We're earning enough experience here that we are breaking out of the death penalty. Bad news, I think I might have picked the longer way to get to this guy. But it does mean I don't have to fight 4, 5, 6 Ettins at once again. So I just have to fight 6 dwarves instead. Unless we kill this group pretty quick. Okay, to be honest, as long as we kill this, so I only have one beast to worry about. Get him. Okay, go for the next one. We could also use an interrupt to take this down. Claude is going to go down again because he's getting bullied by the Ettin. But this is where builds sort of matter more. We don't have an interrupt skill, unfortunately, so I can't interrupt his AoE. Orion's gone down, that's fine. There's Alessia's life, we have an actual resurrection skill. The problem is, Mesmers tend to be pretty good at shutting down abilities. Reyna should have Distracting Shot, which I think is the interrupt skill. Maybe she wouldn't have it by now, I'd have to be wrong on that one. Either of those two should be able to interrupt. I don't think the Necromancer would have an interrupt skill. We would have an interrupt skill if we were using... well, we could knock them down to interrupt, but you can also have actual, like, dedicated interruption skills. I don't really have one. Either. But if we did, we'd be able to stop it from using its stomp. If we ever get to Factions, that, because of the pace of that game, we'll have things that we would really hope we have now, but we would have that in Factions. For example, we would have interrupt skills. That's a nice buckler at armor 10, and it's purple, and it only requires 3 tactics. Armor 8 versus piercing? Again, I'm not using tactics, so no. But the skills get given to you with a lot more frequency and a lot more thought in that game than in Prophecies is very rough around the edges, is kind of what I'm trying to get at here. Like, it's still fun, it's enjoyable, it's, I believe, the longest of the campaigns. I'm really hoping that Orion drops the Firestorm on top of you. Doesn't even matter if he does. That took way too long, Orion. Doilak? Oh. We don't need to go that way, we need to go this way and go right. Death penalty, thankfully, is almost gone on us, which means it is gone on Alessia. They're lower level than me, so they get more experience. Oh, that's a Doylek. Let's send the cat after that. I'm gonna go after you. You're a monk? Oh, using Strength of Honor too. Oh no. Find it. Kill this, and then kill this guy. Unless we have a henchman that can deal with enchantments. I think I remember saying in the first stream or the second stream that like you can do different combinations. There is no wrong combination, but there is one that's more, some are more right than others. Oh no, I remember going on this tangent about in the second stream, because it was talking about like you could make a warrior monk if you wanted to. There's nothing to stop you from doing it. People might frown on it, but if that's what you want to do, you can do it. One of the things that makes warrior monk viable is the disgusting enchantment this guy threw out. You just flat out improve the melee damage of whoever you give that to. So a warrior monk give it to themselves and improve their damage by 5 to 21. Oh no, he's been... Yeah, I'm gonna deal with you because you're a monk. I feel like I should come at this from the other side. Or Dark Whip is up. Fendar's Stone Stance. There's 2 hero elites here. How are you still alive? Why is my party not fighting you? Right. I need to be very careful about what we do here. If I do this wrong, we're fighting 2 elites and an ice golem, and one of the elites is a beastmaster. So I'm going to display a little bit of patience here. I'm going to wait for them to spread out a bit more. And I'm going to hope I can pull the dwarf, not the beastmaster. Problem is, they are sort of still commingling together. And I know that if I fight with the Ice Golem involved, he is going to get pulled, because I'll eventually go to fight the Ice Golem and he'll be in range and we'll still be recovering from the last fight. But that Ice Golem isn't going to move. I think we just have to go for it. The alternative is we fight our way through round the other way. I got the aggro of this guy by here, but not these. Okay, this is also still fine. This is still fine. Pull him back, pull him back, pull him back, pull him back. Go. Got him. I'm gonna tell the cat to attack that one, because the cat won't pull as much aggro. In theory. We're good. Wait a second. Let everything heal up. Give me the plans. Alright, Fendar, I've come to end you. Oh, I've just realized what I've done. Okay. Man, I'm bleeding. It's unfortunate. Still alive, though. Okay, we could fight our way back through that way. I honestly don't want to, but I know we're like close to leveling up. How far away are we? 537. How much is the quest giving me? 500? We'll level up when we go fight our way through to something else. We'll just take this time to run back. I can't wait to change this cap. Oh, I actually have some more enemies on the way back. I only really need to kill 2 enemies, I think, because they all think... I think you want to give me 20? Give me 11. Never mind, I have to fight a few of you. Despite selling most of my... well, using most of my gold to buy keys, I'm actually doing okay for money. For now. We'll see if that holds up, but for now, we're okay. Right, then we go this way towards the ambush rocks. I also think... no, I know what the next mission's side objective is. Same as I knew it for this one without having to check. Or for, sorry, the Academy without having to check. Pretty sure the next mission's bonus objective is I have to kill a Drake. Which I don't think is as difficult as it sounds. I think the fight to the Drake is more difficult than the Drake itself. But watch me be completely wrong. Do I have a Beastmastery interrupt? No, I don't. Again, if I wasn't refusing to buy skills because I don't know which ones I've unlocked from way ahead in the game and which ones I've unlocked through other means, if there are other means. If I wasn't so hesitant to do that, because some skills we will only be able to buy. We won't be able to get them through quest. But I'm pretty sure there's a Beast Mastery skill that comes with interruption. Come on, give me the 500 experiendos. Don't know what that word is, but we're going with it. You're a helpful dwarf. You have another quest. Oh, I think I know where the levers are. Oh, hey, we'll hit level 13 in here. Yeah, the levers are the things I touched earlier. Okay. Which means the enemies have probably all come back. Yes. Yes, they have. That's fine. We already know what we're dealing with. We've done it before. We can do it again. Level up as we do it. Hi, Eton. Again, I wish that didn't keep disappearing. Silly of me to do Frenzy, but it sort of still worked out for us. Skill-wise, we're gonna go with... I would say swordsmanship. My only swordsmanship ability as I'm using, because hamstring just slows an enemy down, is these two. And I don't need a longer bleed, and gash is conditional on... something being bleeding. Strength, however, gives me more power attack and gives me more endure pain. So, strength. I'm taking a lot from empathy. Thankfully, my team can actually clear hexes and curses. Right, I'm back at it again, killing everything on the way there. It's kind of funny we had to go further to go fight the guy with the plans than we do to do anything else. I need to stop attacking. Yeah. Not only does it hurt us when we hit an enemy, it also reduces the amount of damage we deal. It's a very, very effective mesmer spell. I say backfire is the spell equivalent where every time they cast a spell they take a huge chunk of damage. You want to shut down a spellcaster of any type? Backfire. There are other ways too, but backfire is certifiably the most lethal one I can think of. Do anything? We should be... I'd say we're about halfway towards the objective. Oh, no, it's not just those levers. There's gonna be more. I'm going in a good... I'm gonna go insane. Okay. I am definitely not fighting 2 full health Beastmasters with an Etin with a Sage. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait because we know the other group patrols. We've got through this encounter a bit quicker than we did before. We're just going to wait for the patrol to walk into me. So the cat, go for that. Cat did a really good job of taking out the right? Yeah, weakness. This is why I like to have this shield. All of my attributes reduced to 1 means, well, bleed is hardly doing anything, gash is hardly doing anything, power attack is still kind of helping. Does also reduce the damage output of the cat though. Honestly, apart from the fact that the sages throw out empathy, they're not too dangerous. I also don't know what Claude is doing. Oh, you have blood ritual. Interesting, so you're my second healer then. All the more reason as to why I'm concerned and confused as to why we keep dying every so often. Just you? Yeah. Ballsy necromancer that didn't know how to do its job. Okay, well, here's a set of levers. Here's a set of levers, and then I assume that there's going to be other ones as well. I can't sabotage these ones. I just don't have the technology. I don't know how to break a lever. There are less enemies here. How do I... Group of engineers with explosive barrels. We don't have explosive barrels. Which means I need to go find... These are rocks. Which I'm not sure why they'd have these here. Ah! Powder keg station. You can go kill that guy. Right? You can handle one dwarf? You can handle a dwarf. Snow White would be impressed. Can I put it like here? And then we run away. Perfect. Honestly, this entire area is still serene. I love it. Still and serene. I love it. I would maybe live in these mountains. I'd probably not live here long if the dwarves hunt me down, though. Gonna hope that hits all of it. It did. Last one's all the way down there. There's a steel chest at least. There's probably another powder keg set down by there, but I'm going to go back here and grab the one up here. Oh, interesting. The Doliac is a patrol. We're going to wait, we're going to wait, we're going to wait, we're going to wait. Set the cat on the crusher, and I'm going to go for Big Boy. Yeah, slow me down. It's not going to stop me from killing your monk. I'm going to kill this dwarf too. And I'm going to kill his friend. See? Equal opportunist. Equal opportunist. I'm next to dwarf, I kill dwarf. I didn't even get to kill that one. Panda, hello. Welcome in. Panda says octopuses. Octopi? Octopuses. Octopi. I could have sworn it's octopi. Is octopi singular? Octopuses? Octopi? We haven't even got past the first word and I'm already confused. I'm going to go with octopi because I think that's the plural. Octopi have 3 hearts, blue blood, and can change their skin and color and texture to camouflage themselves perfectly, making them incredible. Alien-like creatures right here on Earth. Thanks for coming to their TED Talk. There's a lot of really weird, wacky creatures, and some of them are in the ocean, and some of them are in, like, jungles. And then you have, like, other really weird, freaky things, like the 6-foot-long persistent hunter that is a Komodo dragon. Which, if I remember right, track you through blood. To the point where it's advised that, for reasons you can hopefully figure out through context, if they track through blood, if you go to an island, or you're with a tour guide and they're going to take you to an island that is close to, or you are going onto an island with Komodo dragons, they will refuse to take women if they're going through something at that time. Because you will be tracked. by that, and they'll think it's food. And then you will be food, because they will kill you. What do I get? I get a horrific air wand. It's not even valuable. Not even valuable! Panda says they like octopuses, but they hope I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. I was supposed to start this like 2 hours earlier than I did, but unfortunately things outside of my control meant that I couldn't. And so here we are now. We've made some cats very upset, very wet, and very dead. But now we've basically been exiled, but we were exiled by choice because we were leaving anyway. And we're helping out. I guess I could pick up this tower shield, but again, it doesn't come with this, so no. I don't know if I can salvage it off. I don't think I can. So yeah, we're just fighting Snow White's war. We haven't got to the part where we're blatantly helping the dwarves in a war. At the moment, we're just sort of helping them out because we're trying to get through the Shiverpeaks. But there's a war. There's multiple groups, actually, if I remember right, in the Shiverpeak conflict. Confrontation is the word I think I was trying to say, and then my brain went, that's good enough. Confront. If you see... Oh boy. That panned out a bit more than I wanted to. I can't really change that. We're basically going to be going through... I want you to imagine like a croissant. Imagine a beautiful croissant. Even if you have to say it like that. We're going to go in like a croissant shape. Not through here, but like in general around to like here. And then this is our way in. This area down here, we can technically run to. There is a really dangerous, really risky run from like here down to here. Spoilers as light as possible. This is an end game area. This is the furthest in the game I ever got to, was the 1 or 2 missions down here, and then I called it, and I had more fun playing factions and then Nightfall. But it is entirely possible that we could, if I was crazy enough, I could go to an endgame area and get endgame armor. I don't think I'd be able to use endgame weapons because I need to have, like, I think it's Swordsman 9 to get that to work properly. But it would also give me every skill up to that point, which is the funny bit. But it's another reason why we're not doing it. Panda says, a croissant? Yeah, a croissant. Every time I think about croissants or croissant, I keep reminding myself of that Vine. Hello, you weren't here before, were you? You want 5 stone summit badges to give me braces that I don't need? You're so generous. I was reminded of that Vine of, like, the guy walking with it, like, a small little plate with 1 croissant on it, and then, like, his roommate jump scares him, and he goes, ah! You almost made me drop my croissant! And it's like, it just lives in my brain. I can't get rid of it. I'm not fighting my way back through this. We're actually going to go back to Yak's Bend. Yeah, I think that's the safe play here. What do you collect again? Alpine seeds for boots I don't need. Alright, now that we're done with everything over that way, the next thing I need to do is over towards the foothills. So we're going to go talk to Artisan Rutger. Please don't aggro the dwarves. Their rage is more concentrated because they're small. Okay, cats, go do your thing. On the topic of pets. I've alluded to this already, but there is a pet that I want, definitely. There is a bit of a meta game as to which pet is best, and then which pets are then second best. it is kind of based on the damage they deal. There are more enemies that are weak to slash, or at least don't resist piercing, than... Oh, my... Speaking of pets, my cat is leveled up. There are some that are, you know... There's not a lot of pets that deal blunt. There's a few pets that deal piercing. There's more pets that deal slashing. And slashing, what you've seen, is really good against plants and plant-based enemies. Piercing, not so much. Has more enemies that are resistant to it. And it's generally just a rougher thing to use. But having said that, purely because of what the pet is, I really like a pet that deals piercing. The best pet in the game has a higher attack speed than other pets in the game that have a higher attack. Well, all pets have an attack speed boost. The pet I think that I'm not going to get... I might get it eventually, but we'll see. That one has a higher attack speed, even more so than other pets, which is why it's the best one, because it attacks faster. What more could you want? The problem is it doesn't actually move faster. That's the downside to it, but you don't really care about movement speed. But I want a very adorable pet. I love it so much. I love it so much that I had a wolf that I got. I remember this in my original Prophecies playthrough. It sort of shows how much I love this other pet. I had a wolf that I trained here in the Silverpeaks. I had it as the high aggression, high damage evolution it can be. And I still got rid of it to train up a new pet. Because I really wanted it. Oh, it reduces it by 1, not 2, 1. Okay. Misremembered and misunderstood that one. And it came with me all the way to, as I say, the southern Shiverpeaks, where there's another... Hey, Devona. Why are you just stood over there as... Oh, she's gone. I got Char here. Singed Oak. Hydra. Stone Fury, Stone Fury, Stone Fury, Stone... I remember Hydra's being a bit of a pain. Go deal with the Hydra in a second. I'm gonna see if I can fight this Singed Oak. Because you're definitely plant-based. Who would have guessed? Yeah, that's a Hydra, right? A giant three-headed raptor? Boy. Oh, I need to pull back, but I got knocked down. Pull everyone back. Yeah, Orion, good job. You should have ran with everybody else, but you were getting body blocked. Ads arrive in about 55 seconds. We're still going to be doing just side questy stuff, and I'm going to be fighting my way slowly through this. I don't want to push that, but I kind of need to. Move them to here. Okay. Okay, I can fight you. I'm gonna go for you. You have Meteor, that's what knocked us down. I have Blind? Oh no. I can't remove conditions. Okay, we're good. The earth elementals I hate the most because they hit me with blind and I need to be able to see. Oh, got a statue of Grenth. What do you want, Dale? Is it from the Hydras? Is that what you want? Yes. For a bag. Dale, you can do better. I lost some escape from the dwarves in the Traveler's Vale. Oh, you have some actual, like, good stuff here, too. I can also see where this connects through. Man, that would be kind of funny. Running through this area into here, into Dragon's Gullet, in order to fight things with a party of 6. Back to Yak's Bend. We're now going to make our way... What do you mean my party is too large to travel there? I have a party of 6. I have a party of 6 and I'm going to a zone with a party of 6. Like... Do you want to run that one by me again, Chief? Okay, sure. Just lose everybody in the party. Do I have any new quests I can pick up? The answer is no. The answer is definitely no. We have just these. We're going to do everything except the primary while the ads are playing, and then we do the primary. So... take you. I'm actually going to take you, and I'm going to bring little Tom. No. I don't know what Dunham does. Again, I wish I could see their skills. But I guess I'm not allowed. Right, which one's closest? Securing the Veil. Shiverpeaks stragglers. Way is blocked. The road to Borlis Pass, which is, funny enough, that's where the mission is. Guys, we upset the wolf again. But I have a fun question with the ads finish. I say a fun question. I don't know. Maybe it's a fun question. We'll see. We'll see what different people say. But first we need the ads to finish. Still got another 40 seconds. Still gonna be fighting my way through dwarves and ettins. Still annoyed that my window keeps disappearing. Maybe it's an interface thing that I can change. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. Two penetrating blows? Really? I wonder I took a big hit there. Let's get you guys to sit by here, and then I'm gonna see if I can pull these guys in. Yeah, that'll do. So, the ads are finished. I have a fun question for anyone who feels like answering it. And since we're talking about pets and things... Well, I guess like pets in terms of like if you were... We can have a cat in this, we can have wolves, we can have birds, we can have spiders. If you were in a fantasy world and you had to have a pet companion with you that was, let's say, could fight about as well as a normal person, but also with... or better, you know? I'm pretty sure a jaguar could kill a man easier than the man could kill a jaguar with its bare hands, but I wouldn't want to find that out personally. What sort of pet or animal would you have as a companion? For example, would it be a jaguar? Would it be a dog? Would it be a rhino? Would you do something weird like I'm gonna have a hippo? Maybe you'd have a crocodile. Maybe you'd have an octopus. Maybe that somehow lives on land. Maybe you would have 3 birds that are well trained in dropping rocks on people. I don't know. I'm curious to see if anyone has any weird, wacky ideas or just ideas in general for what sort of companion you would have. Me personally, I feel like the companion we'll be picking up about halfway into the game is going to be the sort of giveaways to what I would sort of choose. There really are a huge amount of, like, enemies over here. And that terrifies me, because I have to fight all that. Oh, and I also have to fight this plant, too. Get out of here with your pacifism. Oh god, how am I supposed to... I'm gonna drive myself insane. Let's do this. Stay by here. Okay, we have 2 Ettins. This is gonna have to be very piecemeal. Okay, step 1 is down. Aggro the next set. Come on. Aggro the next set. It's a whole lot of mages. Okay, we're gonna have to move up the range group that we do have. I need to not go any further than this. Okay, we can go for this group. Kind of. Okay, we're good. So far, so good. Ooh, potentially a nice longbow. Armor pen by 20%. Give me that. Yeah, that's really good. Put that on a hornbow. That's potentially 30% armor pen. Or you could put it on a short bow and it's potentially 20%. Oh, the options, the choices. Okay, I can see they're a patrol. Kind of hoping I snagged them without getting the ice golems, but we can deal with the group. I mean, Orion's getting absolutely clobbered right now, but I can't really... I guess we're going to jump in. Hi, people. I need you to actually attack. I need to not be frozen. I'm going to die. Okay, take the golem next. I'm going to drop. Alessia's gone down. I've gone down. Yeah, the problem there was the ice golems getting involved. And then also me being empathied meant I couldn't contribute anything. I need to be very careful about what happens because we could end up pulling another group. Another set of fucking dwarves have just turned up. Hi, random patrol. Good to see you. Hate you with all of my being. Honestly, the dwarves just keep on coming. There's so many of them. This doesn't help because they slow down everyone's attack speed and movement speed. Or at least the movement. And that was pretty nasty as well. And yet we're still not done because there's a juniper bark over here. Highly salvageable. Okay, so me taking a death there isn't ideal, but it's still not the worst thing to happen. This, though, is going to be... I don't know if I can do this. We might just have to slam our way through this by killing a few, die, kill a few, die, kill a few, die, but... Rather, we didn't have to do that. Oh my god. How many mesmers are there? Okay. Start killing. Yeah, so part of the problem there is, oh my god, there are 5 mesmers. Which means empathy is always going to be a problem. At least I'm pretty sure one of my cats... One of my cats? I'm pretty sure my cat killed one of them. There's 4 and the rest are really low health. But, yeah, empathy is the main killer right now, because if we're not dealing damage, that means we're A, not killing anything else, but B, if we do fight anything, we take damage, and then that puts more pressure on everything. Okay, go again. Oh, do they have a mage? Or a monk? Might do. Okay, we're actually gonna get through him. Yeah, so it turns out I don't have like 4 warriors running towards me and too much mesmer pressure. We're okay. Does anyone else have a resurrection signet? Because we kind of need Alessia back. Please. No one has a resurrection signet. Well, if we die, then we just push through again. It's fine. Always assume it's fine. Because we can definitely keep going. We are going to have to stop for a second to regenerate though. Okay, we got that quest. Stragglers is almost done. Securing the Veil is almost done. Really? The Ettins are going to run over while we're looking at this. Okay. The Ettins does not want to run towards me this time while I double check the map. Securing the Veil is by there, the way is blocked is by there. Yeah, so part of my issue here is I have picked up all these quests and it's caused additional enemies to spawn in. But the good news is that's 500, 1,500, that's 2,000 experience coming my way, which is a good chunk of the way to the 14th level. Downside is the only healing we have is Claude, I think. I want my cat to go kill Ina. Who hit me with passive? Who hit me with passive? Oh, you. You. That's the last thing I need. Okay, that's going down. Is he that durable that my cat is having trouble? Good news, we're getting Alessia back. Bad news, we're really close to failing. You heal yourself. Great. So I can't just leave the cat to kill it. I have to go fight him, and I have a 42% debuff. Well, we can kind of circumvent that for 12 seconds with Endure Pain, but... Sadistic quest design right here. I'm gonna have multiple waypoints. We have to fight multiple dwarves, and then if the player picks up everyone... I mean, hey, we've defeated all the Stone Summit Raiders, and it's gonna give me something, but we still have the rest of this. All along the same path. Any other new player picks this up and they're not around my level? I mean, granted, they could be with actual people as well, which would vastly improve the success rate. But if they're new and they're not sure of what they're doing, this whole thing is going to be a... They'd have to drop quests. We've killed most of them. I just need to tell the cat to go tie up you. And then I need to go fight you. I know I shouldn't use Frenzy here, but we need the adrenaline. Okay, he's gonna bleed. Yep, that was needed for that. Yep, Borlis passes up there. Securing the veil. It's up there. There are the refugees. So it required a few resurrections, but we've done it. Lead them back to Yak's Bend. Not to the place we're going to next, but Yak's Bend. Sadistic again. Please don't make me zone into Yak's Bend. Please complete the quest when we get close to it. I beg you so much. Please. Zoning into Yak's Bend means I have to fight all the way back through this again. Which it's experience, don't get me wrong, we do wipe out the penalty, but... I know we're also next to the next outpost. What a nice wolf. Hey Marcus, found your missing refugees. Okay, we need to secure the veil. It was like through here. Is Borlis Pass? Yeah, it's right. It's right there. And Borlis Pass, I'm pretty sure, is the outpost, but I could be wrong. And if it isn't the outpost, we're about to suffer so much. If it is the outpost, we're relieved. We can celebrate. We can go drinking with the dwarves. But if it's not, we have more fighting with a 39% death penalty, which hopefully will alleviate itself as we murder more of the locals, including the wildlife and the Ettins, which I think would come under locals, but I don't know, maybe they're here on holiday. Okay, we're securing the... Have I still got refugees following me? What? What? Sure. Those are Centaur. Right, they're a Centaur in this game. Unfortunately for you, I have a bunch of refugees with swords. Look out, it's the dwarves. Do you not know what a centaur is? Although, I say this, you're coming out of Ascalon, probably never have seen a centaur before. Centaur. Proceed to the third point of the patrol. Yep. Oh, they just keep coming. You know what? I know there's a... Oh, it's a Spirit of Winter. We'll worry about Borlis Pass later. We have to finish a patrol, and then I'm gonna go to Borlis Pass. Now the game wants me to go literally to the right side. Like around there. I'm gonna go back and we're going to go around. The reason being, we already know what's the other way. Because we had to go this way to get to... Please stop doing that. We had to go... Stop doing that, please. Fine, I'll hold it. We had to go this way to get through and then get murdered by hydras. And since we know we can handle, what was it, like a few ice elementals and maybe some Ettins, and we know the other way is basically barren, I have nothing to worry about. I'm not gonna run the risk of getting murdered. Yeah, Ettins, ice golems, and then over that way is a little bit softer. We're gonna wait because I can see there's a patrol with 2 Ettins. I don't want to die. Not again. I think we're gonna have to do it and risk the Ettins. Okay, Alessia's died again. Alessia's back again. The Ettins with a problem there. I might need to drop either Dunham or Claude and bring Tom. Pretty sure it's Tom. Because that way there's not just one, well, there's two physical attackers in the form of the archer as well, but there's not just one of me. Tom might have skills I don't, and I know he has an axe, so maybe he does some funny things. But for now, the issue is that I am the only thing that can really deal with the dwarves. Pretty nice it loads done. And if the dwarves or the Ettins get past me, then which they usually do if there's enough of them. Okay, securing the veil is complete. Anyway, if there are enough of them, they get past me. Having another warrior type, even if we're gonna go with axe, because I think Stefan's gonna be much better than Tom. Tom probably much better than Stefan. The right way to say that. They're probably not following me anymore because some of them died. It's okay, we already completed the quest. And yeah, we're gonna go to see Beckham Reedley. Settled around Borlis Pass, it is another outpost. We're definitely going to Borlis Pass. If we went back, we'd have to, again, refight our way through. I'd rather we didn't. For a second I thought I had a helmet on, I don't. I really should pick up one of the attribute helmets at some point. You know, strength 8 would be quite nice. Again, more power attack, more endure pain, last longer. Sprint is 11 seconds. That's really good, actually. Okay. Outpost, 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 outpost! And... hooray. Right, this is the mission zone too. We have a bunch of quests to hand in. Is there anything I want to sell to you? This shield, the cesta, this shield, the axe, definitely, the air one, staff, longbow, not the sundering string. Ah, the chest is over there. Go back to Yak's Bend, hand in the rest of this. Throw my things in the other chest. Where's the chest? Right there. See? Tight deck, compact, easier to go over here and dump my things inside. Have a bowstring. Alright, and then we're gonna get some free skills, and I have more things I can sell. What do you have? Armor pen plus 5%. 5% chance. Disgustingly shit. If it hits, you strike 1 damage. If it's blocked, they take 1 damage, so 15 ones. I'm seeing a theme here. Okay, now I'm kind of tempted to take Seeking Blade. Because it does give me another bleed for Gash. But only if they block. Well, that's 3 skills about blocking that I could have done with when we were still in Ascalon. So, thank you for that one. Go to Borlis Pass. I'm going to drop... Dunham. I'm going to take Tom, even. Right. Time for a mission. This is... Yeah, I can kind of... I think this is the cave system by here. I'm pretty sure this is the one to do with the Drake. Six beacons left. Can I just drop this? Yeah, that's a really good torch. Time to dance. Oh, I see. They're all going to run shield skills. Thankfully, they're all the same level as Char. Unfortunately, I've been hit with deep wounds. I didn't realize I managed to click past the rest of the group. Yeah, this actually feels a lot nicer with Tom. Kind of. This has more physical damage being thrown out. Oh. 5 beacons remaining. There's another one right there. Oh no, here they come. Like this, put it down at the base of the stairs. Join in with the fight. So much for your monk. Wasn't ready for me and the Mad Cat. Actually, this game would be so much easier if I had a real Mad Cat. I'd use AC-20s. Actually, no, I'd use probably lasers. Definitely use SRMs. I don't think the Centaurs will be ready for an SRM strike. I think they're decidedly not ready to get hit by Inferno missiles. What a shame that they still haven't fixed the AI for MechWarrior 5. Three beacons remain. See, their monk is trying their best, but unfortunately their monk isn't me. Next thing we need to do is deal with the archers. Good work. Storm beacons, storm beacons, storm beacons. So that's 4, we got 2 left. I can count. Crazy revelation, I know. You'd assume I couldn't count from how I play some of these games, but I can indeed count. Once again, I'm just going to run past. We will find you. I like diving the back line with a lot of my classes, honestly. There's a class we'll be playing in... I keep saying when, because like it's set in stone, I will be doing it. And I should probably actually go do with you. Yeah, they can kill him. But if we get to factions, there is a very violent build I have planned that will allow me to go, hey, I see that you're a monk or some other high threat target. I need you to not exist. Can you stop existing for me? Can you do that? And they'll go, yeah, sure, I see no reason to object. And they'll fall over dead. So anything stood near them. Oh, we have a boss here. I know that when I go for Ruby Spotted Main, the rest of these are going to aggro. Oh, hold up. Hold up. That's it. Pull them back, pull them back, pull them back. Right, jump them, jump them, jump them. Get their guts. Oh, no, no. Stop going for my cat. I'm the bigger threat you have right here. I think it might be fair to say that getting here with the way that I picked up the quests might actually be more difficult than the mission itself so far. Why am I picking this up? You know what? Actually, yeah, I don't need to be able to fight this guy. Okay, all the storm beacons have been lit. Yeah. Nice knowing you. Nerd. Yeah, I could see the ice cave. This is the one with the Drake. But first... cutscene! Oh, okay. No, because he wants the torch. I guess we can't just make another torch? I thought there was a cutscene here, but clearly not. That is a lot of just rangers, which means we're going to just tear them apart. Realize Tom having an axe means he has Cyclone Axe, which means we have an AoE skill, which means, yep, it was a good idea to get him. Dwarven powder cake, you say? Oh, I didn't realize we were getting jumped by a Beastmaster. That's okay, we've killed a few of you already. It's another powder cake station. I don't remember what I need to use the powder cakes for. Presumably I am actually going to find out pretty quick. I know I need a powder keg for the bonus. Oh, is the cutscene this door? Might be. I don't want to fight him. So we're gonna quickly pull over here. Good work. Right, now before we aggro anyone else, I'm gonna fight Ulha. Oh, it's 2 Beastmasters coming in, but we just killed Ulha. Oh, I might need to use the powder kegs in order to... Fuck off with that. Might use the powder kegs to get through the door. Makes sense to everybody, I hope? That's the nearest powder keg. Powder keg. Powder cake. Wow. +4 morale already. It's only going to improve from here. I hope. I think I powder caked the door anyway. Bring an end to the siege of Croc's Hollow. But I need to do this before the 2 Beastmasters get involved. Just rip it apart. Just rip it apart. Okay, the pings we're getting are the ballistae. Ballistae. Start with you. I can see what's happened. It's going for the group. Knock me down. And I'll only get up stronger. I would say nice knowing you, but I absolutely hate those things. Hi, Taurus Stonehammer. Did I kill another one called Stonehammer? Am I killing the Stonehammer clan? Might be. Might be why they're all so upset. You killed my second cousin 3rd times removed. Or however that works. Get another morale boost. Oh, my pet is gaining a morale boost. Okay, well, this is clearly not it. Oh yeah, I remember. You need to go that way, and then that leads to the bubba. Yep. The bubba. Technical term for it. Oh, a steel chest. Goodies! Potential prizes. I'm gonna go... Yeah, I'm gonna fight this. Where's the sage? I wish you picked my next closest enemy. That's not what Tab does. Yeah, the mercenaries can do what they want to do. I'm gonna go fight these guys. Right, where was that chest again? Over there. I should probably wait for Claude to not be bleeding. Okay, he wasn't bleeding. He had deep wounds. While ordinarily I would love nothing more than to open the chest, I don't want to do that here. Not in the middle of a fight. Wait, did he put his conditions? He did. He moved his conditions over to Tom. I got another wand. Stop that. No. Air wand, but earth magic? Who? I mean, yeah, you could salvage the parts off of it again, but... I don't seem to have a... Oh, there's a powder cave right there. And then Ronak's stone sledges. Oh, the priest of Dagnar. He's not the priest of Dagnar, I just put two sentences together that shouldn't have been together. I think this is going to go badly no matter how I try to do this. Can I pull you? No, not really. Alright, I just go kill Dagnar. I'm even going to pull my cat in for it. Oh yeah, he's doing lightning magic. Who's he? Oh, you're not dead? Never mind, I need to go deal with this. Otherwise we are going to be on the constant back foot. Leslie's down. What I needed here was for the Beastmaster to... I need so many things here to work out for me and they're not working out. Claude being dead is fine. Orion being dead is not so fine. As long as Alessia stays up, we're good. Okay, he can heal himself over time, but I need to take out everything else here as well. Stop healing yourself. You're blinded. Okay, the pet's died. Okay, bring it back. So what I needed here was I needed the Beast Master to not suddenly decide, hey, I'm gonna go fight your backline and keep it busy. I was kind of hoping, because we went towards the healer to start with, that Tom would have dealt with them. This is another case where not being able to assign targets individually is a huge issue. Heroes get around this, because you can actually assign targets to a hero. But the healer needed to die. I kind of needed more pressure to be going on to this guy because my cat just isn't able to do it. But the good news is that because we've done that, we're now good to free Ronak's stone sledge, which we need to do in order to get the mission to kill the Drake. But yeah, I needed someone to do their job somewhere to kill one of the three problems. The knockdown from the Beastmaster is an issue, for absolute sure. And then the other issue is like, the lightning damage coming out, and the fact he can blind, lightning going through armor, meaning he can do a lot of damage. Blind being able to shut down me, Tom, Reyna, and the cat. Alessia, I think, went down once, but she got revived. But Alessia also has a resurrect, so she can just bring people back for, I say for free. She isn't limited to once per boss. Time to go kill a drake. Oh, is this not the way? Oh, do I blow it down there? There's a way into the cave. Where is it? Not that way. It's not that way. I thought we had to blow something up to get to the cave, but maybe no? Well, this wasn't it. That's not it. Maybe it's past that door? Gonna double check a map to make sure we don't accidentally hit a trigger for a cutscene. Blow those past. No, I am going the right way, I just need to do something else. And I am right in saying I need to blow something up. I need to blow up another... Why are there no dwarven cake stations anywhere near where I need to be? I need to blow up another thing in that area. Glad I double checked, because the rest of the level is... Well, eventually you hit a point of no return. And that's why I wanted to do this. So if we blow, I'm gonna say this. No, not that. It's gotta be like by here then. But that's our pathway in. And then we'll see if I'm right in remembering that the Drake isn't that bad of a fight. It's just the bit getting to it that is. Here we go. Hello, giant spiders. Oh, and then necromancers. I mean, it makes it very squishy to kill them, but still. Oh, we gotta wait because there's a lot of... what is it, suffering? Let's go. We want to not rush this because of the degeneration that can happen. Granted, it does sort of limit the amount of damage we can take, because you can only... all of them casting Faint-Heartedness doesn't stack the degeneration, it just refreshes the duration of the spell on us. The issue is... we're basically on a clock to beat the fight as soon as we can. Yeah, it's 4 degen, that's dangerous. 2 and 2, makes sense. But because they're necromancer based, it means they don't have a lot of physical armor. Again, quite nice to just breeze through this. Still no sign of the Drake, but I'm pretty sure the Drake is in the last section. So we get past these guys, and then Whisker Featherstorm with 2 Driders. It's gonna sound weird, I think we take the Driders before we take the Drake. The sooner we have those guys not throwing out Shadow Strike and Curses, the better. So I'm going to go for 1 Drider. I'm going to set the cat on my little Drider. Top one can have cats. I'm going to have bottom. Let's do this. Okay. You are a wind mage. Air mage. So same sort of problem we just had with the other guy. Despite the fact you're an Ice Drake, you're not doing a lot of water spells. Get the pressure on. Because it's going for Alessia. Yeah. That was about as easy as I remember it. Obviously easier... I guess we had a bit more difficulty here because we don't have the players to just... smash it, but even that was pretty, again, easy, straightforward. Ads are going to be arriving soon. Ooh. We're going to be heading towards an area where, yeah, we're going to see a cutscene and then things are going to happen. Which is what we call unfortunate if you're caught by the ads. I could have sworn you guys don't get affected by morale, but I guess companions do. It's going to be so funny. I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit the final Silverpeak area at like 15. It depends how many quests there are. I remember it being pretty quick if you just gun it for missions. But obviously we're going to be doing quests to get more experience and free skills, and hopefully better equipment. Ads arriving in about 55 seconds. What I might do is snooze them, actually, so that we can get through this mission without having to suddenly just break flow. Yeah, snooze them. And now we go to burn. I was gonna say breeze. Burn and rush our way through this. Oh, good. High skull. Oh, the other ballistae. Thank you, Claude. The ice golems here are going to be a bit of a problem. I need to wait. Okay, we're going for this group right here. Go for you. Cat for you. Come on, we gotta go quick. I mean, we can use Frenzy to speed this up. Oh, the bleed? And then the engineer. One left. We also have that kind of big group to deal with. I'm hoping the golems are gonna come on my way. Can't go fight that. I'm gonna fight golems. Firestorm's taken all of them. Come on. Cat's done it. Let's eviscerate this last set. And then finally, a golem. Cutscene?
Good and excellent friends. I got pinned down here in Croc's Hollow when the Stone Summit attacked. Good thing we arrived when we did. I owe you many thanks. I would raise a pint of dwarven ale in your honor, but there is still much work to do. Well, perhaps when everyone is safely through Borlis Pass. Agreed, but now I must go back and lead our people to Grubel's Gulch. Ahead and clear the way. Secure a shelter for the night, and then we'll see about that ale. As you wish, my prince. Talk to King Ironhammer. He'll help you garner safe passage into the gulch. I will see you there.
The good dwarfs of Deldramore thank you for your help.
We do what we can to honor the old alliances.
Then the Deldramore dwarfs will honor them as well. Your prince's request for passage through the mountains has been granted. Take this enchanted torch and light the beacon outside Grubel's Gulch. My brother, Breknar Ironhammer, will open the gate for you once he sees the arcane flame. Your people will be safe in the gulch for the night.
Thank you, King Ironhammer.
Anything for our friends. Now, waste no more time here. Night will be upon you, and your people will freeze in the cold without shelter. Follow me to the gate.
ads are about to arrive. Giannis Ironhammer, I want to check your voice actor, because you sound like you're a Khajiit from Skyrim. Chalice, not Chulis. You sound like Mike. Or at least, like, you do sound like the... Wait, yeah, the Khajiit. Who are you, though? Why do I know that voice otherwise? Are you the Khajiit? No. You have been in a lot of games, though. Been in a lot of Sam & Max as well. Definitely does sound like the Khajiit from at least Skyrim, maybe Oblivion. There's no credit for it on IMDb. Why got a marker above you anyway? That was a good minute wasted. We're also basically at the end of the mission too. Once we light those beacons, we're done. Like how the mission starts with lighting beacons and then ends with lighting beacons. Almost like Gondor's calling for aid. We'll keep going for a little bit after the mission finishes, mainly just in case there's quests, but also to get to the next mission location. Although I have a funny feeling you start in the mission location. Could be wrong, could be right, don't know. Let's see. Next time we level up, I think we get 10 points, which means I can level up probably Beast Mastery and then leave it. Yeah, we'll do Beast Mastery and then leave it. I am going to need to pick at some point Swordsmanship or Beast Mastery, but Beast Mastery is probably going to get scaled down because I'm going to focus more on my damage output, not the Beast. But we'll see. Would be nice to have more useful swordsmanship skills, though. Seeking Blade is very conditional. Hamstring, I don't really need to slow an enemy down. That's more of a PvP thing. Sever Artery is good. We do like Bleed. Gash is conditional for Sever Artery. If we were, say, going axes, Cyclone deals damage to everyone nearby. Dismember, it just deals deep wound. This deals bonus damage. Deals more damage and pierces. Yeah, axe is a better offensive skill than a skill set than swordsmanship. Swordsmanship has things going for it that we won't see yet. Hello, dwarves. There's a steel chest over here that I want. Okay, those dwarves are going to go off and wage their own little war. I'm going to go get some loot. Because what good is an RPG if you don't have good loot? Those dwarves are probably also going to get clobbered. Yeah, they're all getting wrecked. No wonder the steel, whatever they call it, a problem. Dual Chakram. Not my sort of thing, but we'll see what it gives. Illusion and armor versus undead. Very weird niche. Oh, well, never mind. These 4 dwarven soldiers did win. The other dwarven soldiers didn't. Go on, cat. I know you can do it. Go kill that one next. Good work, team. Didn't even need me to help out. Ah, well, that there looks like a giant thing we can light. I'll join him with this. Normally when you have missions where you want someone to carry something, you're gonna want the person to be like well, anything that casts. Not something that requires specific weapons in order to do specific things. Doesn't really matter which way we go, they both lead around to the same way. Oh. Saris Headstaver. Have you met my cat? My cat is actually soloing that boss. Well, it's soloing at this point. Who said you could heal? I don't remember giving you permission to heal yourself. Elite mob. Some Beastmaster. Here we go again. I guess we also have enough momentum here that I can just sort of run up. If I can find the light... Oh, it's 3 separate storm beacon buttons. Go for it again, cat. I'm just going to run over to the next one. There's not a skill that he possesses that can stop me. Except Ball Strike and Giant Stomp. You know what? I'm going to wait for you to die.
Beacon! It's lit! The way must be clear. Now is our chance. We make for Grubel's Gulch.
The fighting has stopped. They must have had too much ale tonight.
No, that was no brawl. I could swear I heard the shouts of men.
What would men be doing on Shiverpeak?
I do not know. These are strange days.
Sir, the beacon has been lit!
Impossible. The Stone Summit would never abandon their posts.
The flames burn brightly, sir. And there is more! A band of men are marching for the gulch. They're approaching the gate.
So, it was men who lit the beacon.
Whoever it was, they had to get through Dagnar's men to do it. Any enemy of the Stone Summit is a friend of Deldrimor. Open the gate! Captain, prepare quarters! I
Ragnar Ironhammer, Lord of Grubel's Gulch.
I am Rurik of Ascalon. Your brother, the king, speaks highly of your hospitality.
My brother tells the truth. What brings you here?
I'm leading these refugees over the Shiverpeaks. We wish to cross Borlis Pass into the human kingdom of Kryta.
Well then, Rurik of Ascalon, welcome to Grubel's Gulch. You are free to stay with us as long as you will.
Thank you, mountain friend. Rin is forever in your debt.
So this is where the next mission is. Kind of funny, by the way, that the Deldrimor are voiced by Stephen Bloom and somebody else, but we'll just ignore that little detail. Oh right, Anvil Rock. Frostgate. Is Frostgate the mission? I think it is. Yeah, this is the last of the Silverpeak missions. I think we'll end here. Purely because yeah, we'll end here so that next time we can do this mission, we can get into Kryta, which requires a little bit of a journey in and of itself, although, you know, doing this is a bit of a journey in and of itself. And then that means we're in a good position tomorrow, after we do Frostgate and then run into Kryta, to do... There's another mission we have to do, and then we're firmly into what I would call Act 2. And there's going to be a lot of things I have to do once we get there. So we might not make much mission progress, but we've done well for a surprise stream that was 2 hours late. If it wasn't 2 hours late, we actually would be in Kryta, but they did say we can stay here as long as we like.